Welcome to the class, children. How are you? I hope you are all well. You are following SMS rule. SMS is nothing but not message. S stands for social distance, M stands for mask, and S stands for soap. That is, you have to maintain the social distance at home and at outside also. Then wear mask always, and it give your safety, and wash your hands with soap regularly per day 2 or 3 times. Okay, now welcome to the class. I'm taking 8th maths. My name is Sujata teacher. Okay, now we'll go to the lesson. Now first chapter is rational numbers. Now all of you take your textbooks, class books and pen with you. Now open your textbook, page number 1. First chapter is rational numbers. Our concepts are types of numbers, properties of rational numbers. Now already you know that in 7th class we studied how many types of numbers are there. How many types of numbers are there? Total 6 types. First we'll start with what is a small set of number? Natural numbers. Natural numbers. These natural numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. This natural numbers, set of natural numbers are indicated with capital letter N. Okay. Now this set starts with 1, 2, 3, so on. So this is the set of natural numbers. The 1 is the least natural number in the set of natural numbers. Then what is the highest number? No, we don't know, because the set contains infinite of numbers. Now second one is whole numbers, set of whole numbers. The set of whole numbers are denoted with the letter W. Now this set starts from, the set of whole numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. So what is the extra element is there in the set of natural numbers and whole numbers? 0. So 0 is the extra element which will be not there in the natural numbers. So what is the least number in the set of whole numbers? 0. Similarly here also there is no highest number because the set contains infinite of numbers. Next, third one is integers. This set of integers are denoted by the letter I or Z. I or Z. Now this set contains positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0. So on, negative numbers minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. So this set contains negative numbers, positive numbers along with 0. Now in this set you can say what is the least number? No, we can't say, because this negative numbers are so many are there, then positive numbers also so many are there, so we can't say that. Now this set contains positive, negative and along with 0. Next, what is the next set? Next set is our rational numbers. So the rational numbers, the set of rational numbers are denoted by the letter Q. This set contains natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, along with that P by Q form numbers. So natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and P by Q form numbers. P by Q form numbers. So what is P by Q form? I will explain. First listen. So rational numbers. Rational numbers is the combination of natural numbers, whole numbers, integers and p by q form numbers. Now I hope you are all understood. Already up to integers we studied in the 7th class. Now our new topic will be rational numbers. Okay. Now we will move to what is p by q form numbers. P by q form numbers. What is P by Q form? P by Q form is nothing but fractional numbers. That is 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 4 by 5. Like these fractions are there, no? These numbers are known as P by Q form numbers. Okay? So, the set of rational numbers contains natural numbers, whole numbers, integers as well as fractional numbers. Now, properties. Some properties already we studied in 7th class also. What are that? Closure property, commutative property, associative property. Along with these 4 properties we will study. Okay? Now these all the properties we have to apply for all the mathematical operations. What are mathematical operations? How many are there? 4. So what are that? Plus means addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. These 4 are known as the mathematical operations. Already you know. Now each property will apply for these 4 mathematical operations for each set. That is, first we will start with the closure property. First we will start with closure property. First natural numbers here. Natural numbers for addition, and subtraction and multiplication last one is division. Okay. Now these 4 mathematical operations we are applying the closure property to that 4 mathematical operations in the set of natural numbers. So first set we are taking natural numbers. Now here name of the set. Name of the set. Okay, first one is natural numbers. Now, if we take any 2 natural numbers, add it, the sum of 2 natural numbers become a natural number. That is A plus B is equal to C. Now, example you can take 2 plus 5. 2 is a natural number, 5 is a natural number. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7 is a natural number. So, it is satisfied. Means, sum of 2 natural numbers become a natural number. Then it satisfies the closure property under addition. So, satisfied you have to write. Otherwise, you can write it is closed. Satisfied. Otherwise, you can write it is closed under addition. Now, come to the subtraction. If you subtract any 2 natural numbers, the subtraction, the answer should become a natural number. That is, A minus B is equal to C. Okay, we'll take one example and we'll see. Now, if I take 2 minus 3, what is the answer for 2 minus 3? You are getting minus 1. Now, minus 1. Now, suppose if I take like this, 3 minus 2, then what the answer will get? 1. Now, if you observe, here you are getting negative answer, here you are getting positive answer. Okay, means sometimes you are getting negative, sometimes you are getting positive. That is, negative numbers will not be present in the set of natural numbers. That's why it is not satisfied. Not satisfied under subtraction for the closure property. Understood? So, if you subtract any two natural numbers, sometimes it becomes a natural number, sometimes it doesn't become a natural number. That's why it is not satisfied. Now come to the multiplication. Multiplication means if you multiply any two natural number, the product should become a natural number. Means if you multiply any two natural numbers, 2 into 4, 2 is a natural number, 4 is a natural number, 2 4s are 8 is also a natural number. So it is satisfied. It is satisfied. Now come to the division. If you divide any two natural numbers, the quotient become a natural number. Now you will see 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2, I will get 2. 4 is a natural number, 2 is a natural number, again 2 is a natural number. Suppose like this if I did, 2 divided by 4, shall I get the natural number? No, decimal I will get. That is 0.5 I will get. 0.5 like this. For 4, for this 2, you are dividing 4. Now in 4 table 2 will come? No. So what we will do? We will put 0. So decimal. Again here you are adding 0. It becomes 20. Now in 4 table 20, how many times it will come? 5 times. So what the quotient you are getting? 0.5. Now 0.5 is a decimal. The decimal numbers are present in the set of natural numbers. No. That's why it is not satisfied. Not satisfied. Okay. Now understood. I hope you are understood. This addition, closure property under addition it is satisfied. Under subtraction it is not satisfied. Under multiplication it is satisfied. Under division it is not satisfied. Like this we have to apply whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Okay. Now next set I will apply for whole numbers. Whole numbers. Whole numbers are starts from 0, 1, 2 so on. Okay. Now apply this. A plus B is equal to C. Add any two whole numbers. The sum become a whole number. Now see. Take any two whole numbers. 3 plus 5. 3 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. Again, sum is also a whole number. That's why satisfied. Satisfied. Now, subtraction will be A minus B is equal to C. Now, 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. But if you subtract like this, you are getting minus 5. Minus 5 is there in the set of whole numbers. Negative numbers are there? No. Only the set of natural whole numbers will contain 0, 1, 2 like that. So negatives are not there. So it is not satisfied. Not satisfied. Okay. Now come to the multiplication. A into B is equal to C. Now 3 into, suppose whole numbers we are taking now, so whole number starts from 0. Now for B I am taking 0. Now 3 into 0 become 0. So 3 is a whole number, 0 is a whole number. Again the product is also a whole number. Otherwise if you take another number, 3 4s are 12. 3 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number and the product 12 is also a whole number. So it is satisfied. It is satisfied. Okay. Now division. For division, A divided by B is equal to C. A divided by B is equal to C. Then now take A is equal to 12 divided by B is equal to 3. A divided by B, 12 divided by 3. How much you will get? In 3 table 12 will come 4 times. Now if you take like this, 6 divided by suppose 8, if you take 6 divided by 8, what you will get? Some decimal number you will get. That is, in this 6 should be divided by 8. In 8 table 6 will come? No. So 0 you put and put decimal. Here you have to add 0. In 8 table how many times 60 will come? 8 sevens are 56. 8 sevens are 56. Again here 4. Again put 0. 8 fives are 40. So what is the decimal answer you are getting? 0.75. That is 0.75. Now decimal answer you are getting. The decimal answer, that 0.75 is a decimal. The decimal numbers are present in the set of whole numbers. No. So it is not satisfied. Not satisfied. Okay, not satisfied. So set of natural numbers, set of whole numbers we observed. Now after this you have to write for integers. Okay. Now I hope you are all understood this one. For only closure property I explained for natural numbers and whole numbers. Now we'll move to the integers. Third set is integers. Okay, integers. Same. Integers also for addition we have to apply first. So take any two integers, add it. Then you have to see the sum you are getting an integer or not. Now 2 plus of minus 3. Integers, the set of integers means negative numbers also there, no? That's why I took one negative number. Now 2 plus into minus 3. 2 minus 3 become minus 1. So 2 is a integer, positive integer, minus 3 is a negative integer, and their sum is become also a negative integer. So these all will be present in the set of integers. That's why it is satisfied. Now subtraction we will see. In subtraction, A minus B is equal to C. So subtract any two integers, the difference should become an integer. Now I will see. 3 minus of minus 4 if I take. Shall I will get does difference become the integer or not? Now 3 plus minus into minus plus 4. 3 plus 4, 7. See here, 3 is a positive integer, minus 4 is a negative integer, and the difference is a positive integer. So it is also a, these three numbers belongs to the set of integers. So satisfied. Now multiplication. Now multiplication for integers. Same way here also we will take one positive integer and one negative integer. The product of positive and negative become the negative. So see here 2 plus before 2 what sign is there? Plus into minus minus. So 2 fours are 8. So minus 8 is the what? The product. So plus into minus 2 4s are 8. Minus 8 is the product. Minus 8 is a negative integer that will be belongs to the set of integers. So it is also satisfied. Now come to the division. Now 2 now 8 divided by minus 4 I am taking. 8 divided by minus 4. So what is the quotient you will get? Minus 2. Minus 2 you are getting. So in 4 table 8 will come 2 times. Here minus sign is there, no? So when the minus sign is divided by the plus sign, the quotient become minus. That's why minus 2. So minus 2 is also a negative integer which will be belongs to the integer, set of integers. So it is satisfied. So what we observed, ma, in these 3 sets, this integers is satisfied all the mathematical operations under closure property. Okay, I hope you all understand. Now homework, the set of rational numbers, same way, only one set is there, rational numbers, same way you have to make the columns, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, apply the properties. Either it is satisfied or not, you have to see. That is your homework, today's homework. We will meet in the next class. Okay, thank you.